Hello class, this is Mike Nolan and this is my multimedia discussion board for week 7. So the program that I'm using for this is the Santa Ana Police Department's HEART program. HEART stands for the Homeless Evaluation Assessment Response Team. This program is a program designed by the Santa Ana Police Department which focuses exclusively on homeless individuals, their families, and addresses the problem of homelessness in its entirety through short-term means such as temporary housing and long-term means also helping them, the homeless individuals, to establish a more permanent residency. In my research of Santa Ana's homeless population, I've learned that homeless veterans make up 10% of the homeless population in Santa Ana. And of that 10%, 88% of these veterans are unsheltered. One of the aspects of qualitative design that I felt that could work for this study is phenomenology. We understand that phenomenology is an approach to qualitative research that focuses on the commonality of lived experience within a particular group. I believe that these veterans fit that category. And through this research, I believe that um, we can begin to construct a universal meaning of the events of veterans and their service and the nexus to homelessness, not just specifically with Vietnam veterans, which do make up a significant portion of our homeless population, which I'll go into in my research, but all veterans of service. So the next aspect of my research and my qualitative research I felt that would be something I could use would be grounded theory. And what I like about grounded theory and how it applies to my research is that grounded theory is a research method that operates in almost a reverse fashion from traditional research. And at first it appears to be a contradiction to scientific method. We're not seeking or developing a hypothesis and then trying to confirm that. But with this research, we can go out and generate questions about these homeless veterans, place these anchors into codes and then concepts and categories, and ultimately develop a theory based around homelessness and armed service contributions or being a veteran. And in looking at a data collection method for both the grounded theory and phenomenology, I felt that of the qualitative research methods shown here, that the one-on-one interview would be the most inclusive and really allow us to ask questions and then based on those responses develop more specific questions of a qualitative design nature. And one of the more common forms of data collection as it relates to homeless individuals is point in time counts that each city or county will do to document specific information about homeless people. And I believe that this method, which is a one-on-one in-person interview, would be the best method to collect this data, because these interviews, although they can be performed on the phone, while when they're done face-to-face, you can get into an in-depth interview, and it gives the interviewer a better opportunity to read the body language of the respondent and match their responses. A lot of time with veterans or those people who have been in service, there may be some masking or some shame or embarrassment, and it gives the interviewer an opportunity to really read that body language and ask more in-depth questions so that we can get these veterans and homeless individuals the help that they need. So some reliability and validity concerns. We understand that reliability is the instrument is what we're using giving us an accurate read, and that's why, like the lectures, I use the same analogy there with the old-fashioned scale. And we understand that validity we're measuring are we measuring what we actually think we're measuring? With grounded theory, some limitations associated with reliability and validity is it may be hard to recruit participants for this study, especially with our veteran population. There's veteran services just exclusively for homeless veterans, so it may be hard to collect some data. Analysis of this data can be difficult as it relates to their experiences as veterans and what effect this made on their homelessness. And there may be some researcher bias. A lot of those in public service that would be performing this point in time count are commonly veterans or close associated with veteran service, and that may present some researcher bias there. All right, well, that's my presentation. Thank you for taking the time to watch. I look forward to watching your videos.